YouTube, is the stock market bouncing back? I don't think so. So I wanted to come on and tell you guys to be careful today and why I don't think this is a bounce back day. This is just what you would call a classic retracement, right? This isn't so like if you're a day trader or something like that, then you could have traded this morning, but if you look and see, this is yesterday. I'm looking at the S&P 500. This is the SPY. You can use either or a SPY or the SPX. SPX is just options. SPY is stock and options. So this was yesterday. You had the market gap down, and you can see that the market actually, when you have long wicks like this, that just means that buyers came in. So the market came down to here. Buyers came back in and bid it up at the end of the day. And this is what you have today. So, and if you look down on the RSI, kind of look like it's like you're getting a little turnaround. Now, these candlesticks right here, if the market holds in this position like this, these aren't, in a normal sense, these wouldn't be bad candlesticks to actually get long off of. But in a market that has gone up for the past 13 years or so, really since the crash in 2008, since the housing crash, when you look at it from those terms, you don't want to get long a market like this, I don't think. And then even with if you're just going over the last 18 months or so since the coronavirus crash, when the market crashed, when we had the outbreak of the pandemic, that this is the top of that. So I still wouldn't, I just think, like I said in my video, I did a video late last night, and what I've been talking about the past month or so is, here we go, we got a gap right here. So what is the market going to do with this gap? And is it going to come up in here and fill it? Which, it could. Or is it going to use it as some sort of resistance and then give you a bigger down move down here? I actually think that the market is it could come back up into here, but I want to see it get down to the oversold before I even think about getting bullish. Best opportunities, in my opinion, at this point is to sell these rallies. Even if you sold them, that's what I have a credit spread on in the SPY. And so let's pull up my position and I'll show you guys. I'll show you what I have open right here. It's not the 24. I'm right out here at 38 days. And you see right here, I'm out here. So I don't care about it. The market can stay up here and I'm cool with it, just oscillating and just staying where it's at. Or it can even come up, long as it doesn't, breach up in here. And so basically I have two ways to get paid. Market can go down or stay where it's at, or volatility can collapse like it is today. You see the VIX coming in, vol is coming in. But if the market was to sell off again, you'll see that expand. So, what today is just a pullback. It's just something that, in technical analysis, traders who look at charts, if you're somebody who's looking at fundamentals, none of this matters to you. You don't even pay this any attention. Fundamentals, most people who invest, who look at fundamental analysis, are long-term investors, right? So they're looking at earnings from quarter to quarter or even year over year. This right here is not a dead cat bounce. I've seen some traders or different personalities talk about a dead cat bounce or whatever. That's not this. This is just a pullback. This is people taking profit. Sell off from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The last 2 weeks, people, sold and they covered their positions. They took profits or, rolled out, and then they're going to reestablish. You got some people that sold some strangles, and actually the people that sold strangles and stuff like that, they're taking profit today because vol is collapsing. So, and then what they're doing is they probably gonna put some more crap on. They're gonna sell this. It's gonna rally and they're gonna sell into it. This is not the time, to, in my opinion, to get long. I would steer away from it and pretty much uh just hold if you're not experienced enough to get short, and there are things that you can do to get short. um I may do that if it pulls back. To get short again, I'd like to see it come up some more. If it fills this gap and comes up into here, then I'll come on and then I'll buy a put spread or something like that. And then that way, if you're a subscriber and you'll be able to trade that with me. I'll do it, take advantage of that opportunity. But pretty much today, Fang is up. If you look over here, we got Facebook up, Apple up, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Tesla, Netflix. So Fang is up, and you got the banks. Well, you got JP Morgan up very narrowly. Goldman Sachs is down, Citi is down, Morgan Stanley is down. Bank of America is up like 5 cents. So basically, the banks are flat. The XLF, which is the ETF of the financials, is up like 3 cents, literally. So, and energy is only up like 7 cents. So the market, to be honest with you, is a little flat. It's not really up a whole lot. So this is not something. I want to take a look at the IWM, which is your mid caps. So you can see it's holding right here. If you look at these stocks, the charts look the same. You got the similar candlesticks. Let's look at Facebook. You see that? So this was what you would call, if it holds, this would be a harami. You got if this candlestick closes within the body of this candlestick, you'd have something like a harami cross. Let's see if I can show you guys exactly what that would be. And not there. We want to come to select patterns, candlestick. Let's look at a harami. See if it come up. I'm gonna pull it up just so you can see what that candlestick look like, if I can show it. Just to get to clicking on stuff and the Wi-Fi started mess up the broadcast. Let's see. Okay. See that right there? And so here's the body. This would be like a bearish one. So we got a downtrend. You got this body, and then you got the candlestick next to it, closing within it, inside of this range, right? That would be like that's a harami. This would be a bearish harami. This would be a bullish harami, if I'm not mistaken, or vice versa. But basically, it's a harami in technical analysis, right? That's all I wanted you guys to see. That's what it's called. So basically, some people would take this as an opportunity to get long. I'm saying be careful. Look, fool's gold. But if it was to close like that, that's something similar to what you would see in harami. Let's go to Apple. See, they all look the same for the most part. I'm gonna take this off. I don't want that on there, right? See this? See that? You got the gap. See how they look the same? Look at Amazon. Look at that. So this is one of those things where I would ask anybody who do fundamental analysis, why all the stocks look the same on big move days? They look the same. Now, when you don't have when the market isn't real volatile, they may be different. But anytime you get a big sell off, everything's getting hit. Google looks a little different, right? Because actually it's up a little bit, maybe a little bit more on the day, but look at it. Similar. Look at Microsoft. So this isn't something, me personally, that I want to get long. Netflix. Now I don't think I looked at Netflix on last night's video, If you're looking at the RSI, you got a pattern on the RSI, which would be considered a head, almost similar to a head and shoulder, head, little shoulder, or maybe right here, right? But I got something else here that I want to look at, and I just seen this, right? I did not know I was gonna see this. Look at that. That's a bear flag. That's a bear flag. Here, here, here. Boom. That's a bear flag. If I ever seen one. Now, does that mean that Netflix is gonna go down? It could. That's a bear flag. And so, which means when I say bear flag, that just means that that's a bear setup. You got to pull back and you got to hit here. So normally when I get something like this, I throw my fib extensions on and I start plotting levels. So maybe this market could come down. I could see Netflix coming right back into here where it broke out of this triangle and then hit support right here. So maybe another $20 down on Netflix. So if you're in Netflix, be cognizant of that. I wouldn't look to try to get long. If I wanted to get long Netflix, if I was going to get long Netflix, it would be somewhere here before I even thought about it, right? That's my level. So I got that level. It broke out of here. This, which was resistance, now it's going to become support. And this is where I would look for, if I'm thinking about getting long Netflix, I wouldn't do it before here. If you're going to get short Netflix, this is a great place to do it, to be honest. You do some type of IV rank, so. You could probably sell premium. You could do an iron condor because it may come here and then just sit in this area. Who knows? But basically, I just wanted to come on and let you guys know, be careful today. It's fool's gold. You're looking at the market. You're seeing a little bounce back. And you thought when you woke up this morning, hey, I'm going to get it all back today. Be careful. Be careful buying calls today. Be careful. Not a bad day, to be honest with you. I don't think you want to be honest, I don't think you want to sell puts. I like to sell puts in the face of the fire. You want to sell puts while it's screaming down. That sounds crazy, but that's when vol is the highest. If you're going to do it, and you're going to get paid more for taking that risk. So, the risk takers normally make more money. The more you can play it safe, but your money the money that you make is going to be a little, a little bit more predictable, but it won't be as fast. So, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button so you can get these alerts. Be looking for a video later on today. I may do something now that I've seen Netflix. I want to sit here off air, kind of play around with some strategies and see what I can come up with. And I'm also thinking about doing some earnings trades. Got a big earnings coming up on Costco let's look at Costco. I think got earnings coming up on Costco on the 23rd. Is it after this? Come on, man. Every time all right, earnings on 9/23 after the market. So you're going to have earnings after the market. I think the 23rd is Thursday. So I may do an earnings trade on Thursday morning, and then we'll see what earnings give us. And that means I had to close it on Friday if I use the weeklies. So if you want to be involved in that, just something fun to do. I do something small. It won't cost a lot of money, and you can do as many contracts as you want. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, support the channel. And with that, I'm out, man. Peace.